Hi everybody, I'm Rick. So I do all the kind of paintings like ring pours, open cut pours, all that, but lately I've been really getting into the Shelee technique, specifically the American recipe. Seems very complicated, but it's actually very simple. You get the effect with 3 layers. So the first layer is just a standard interior house paint. Then the second layer is the Ultra Deep Base Untinted, mixed 50-50 with Polycrylic, and then with a little bit of a Gloss Medium and Varnish. With that as your pouring medium, that's where you add a little bit of paint or a little bit of pigment to get your colors. Then the third layer is the Activator. The Activator is what gets you all the cool effects. So that is basically a makeup of Floetrol, Amsterdam titanium white, and then a few drops of Minwax wood conditioner. That's what we have found is the difference between the Australian Floetrol and the American Floetrol is just a couple of drops of the wood conditioner really helps the effect. With this, I often use a 2 to 3, sometimes 1 to 3, kind of just depends on how thick I want the activator to work. Okay, so that's basically all the ingredients you need. Now to painting. Hey everybody, Rick here. Okay, so I'm going to try to do another Shelee Swipe, but I'm going to do a bunch of colors this time. I definitely appreciate all your all's patience with me as I'm trying to learn the video world. I really got to give props to all of our heroes and mentors on YouTube that have taught everybody how to do all the flow painting. It is not easy to paint and to video at the same time. It adds such a different level to it. So I'm going to learn video the same way I learned how to paint. Just keep learning piece by piece by piece. So have an old canvas here that we scraped, didn't work out. I already have the corners and the edges wet. Once again, the reason I do that is so the paint flows off easier. And every once in a while you miss an edge, and if there's already a white background, just makes it a little bit easier. I am going to put on a pillow, but this time I'm not going to put on quite as thick as I normally do. But I still plan on stretching it some. And if you notice a lot of my work, I usually do smaller canvases. I like to do like 8x10s, 8x12s, so this bigger one's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Once again, this bottom layer is just Color Place Satin interior house paint. Get it from Walmart, super cheap. Does the job just as good as just about everything else. Okay, just give that a second to level out. Okay, so it's snowing here in Colorado right now, but last couple days have been up in the 70s, so I'm feeling very springy. So I think I'm going to try to put in some spring colors and see what happens. Okay, so this is, most of my colors are going to be Artezas, but they're all going to be custom made where I just mixed a bunch of different colors. This one is a fairly dark teal. Okay. I have a little bit of lime green left that I want to go ahead and use up. So let me put a little bit of lime green on. And I'm intentionally kind of separating it out because you'll get different effects if it's not all in the same spot. Okay, then I'm going to put on, it's a little bit of turquoise that I have. Okay. Thinking a little bit of coral. This is kind of like a pink or fuchsia, not exactly sure. Okay, and then just the tiniest bit of yellow. Okay, let's see what we get. So instead of putting the activator directly on top of the colors like I normally do, I'm actually going to try a new technique that I just saw Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out try, and it seems like it works really well. So I'm going to give that a shot and see what happens. So instead of putting the activator directly on top, we're dipping our swiping tool, and I still use the Swifty Swipe, but a lot of people use like a spatula or something else. But I'm going to use this. So the idea is that you just dip it into the activator and then do your swipe from there. So see, I just have a nice little line of the activator on it. Okay, flip it around. And I'm actually not getting as much cell activation with my white activator as I've been getting with my black activator, but there are some cells starting to pop up. So I'm hoping, I almost wonder if my activator's getting old and needs to be shooken up, or I'm going to try just a little new strip and see if it makes a difference. Like I said, I haven't been painting for a couple of weeks. Just trying to focus on life and all the craziness that's happening in the world right now. Alright, so let's try. Maybe that's it. Maybe all I had to do was just shake the bottle up and it sat around for too long. Typically, I don't shake things too much because then you get air bubbles, but you can see the difference between that and that. Wow, there is a huge difference. So you can see all the amazing colors and cells that are forming there. And this side is starting to form. Now the question is, what do I do about this side? Do I leave it? Do I try to re-swipe it? I don't know. This is so much, to me, so much more incredible. Actually, I kind of like that and I kind of like that. That to me is very boring. I don't know. Okay, let me try. Wow, I love the colors and I love the cells happening there. Let me try to just swipe that, and if that doesn't work, then maybe I can tilt it off. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not going to destroy my painting. You never know. Sometimes it's a masterpiece, sometimes it ends up in the trash. You just never really know. Well, that didn't seem to do much for me. Wow, some of it is just awesome. All right, let me see if I can't bring you in for a close-up before I tilt it. Okay, here's the close-up. Just look at those cells. And the colors are just spectacular. Okay. Well, I'm going to tilt it and see what I can't get to come out of this. All right. So what I think I'm going to do, so I'm going to try to bring it that direction first and try to hook on the cells and then pull them down. Because what I'm going to end up dumping the most of is this area right here. But I want to stretch those cells out. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just get the paint moving first, shake it just a little bit back and forth, and that loosens up all the paint. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it over this corner. Okay, now I'm going to bring it down. Always try to recenter it if you can. Okay, let me think about that for a second. I don't remember where I heard it. It was somewhere on YouTube. But it's a good idea to take a second or two, look at it before you do anything. And also to change perspective as well, to look at it from a different angle. I am absolutely in love with the bottom half. The top half I'm not too sure about, but it is growing on me just because it's so soft and it's so spring-like and muddled, where this is so vibrant and so electric. I don't know, I'm really liking it. I think it's actually a super, super cool effect. I think I'm just going to leave it exactly like that. Okay, well, I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for spending your time painting with me today. This is definitely a very bright, vibrant spring painting for a Colorado winter blizzard day, that's for sure. All right, I love it. Well, thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. Be safe. Okay, so here's a little bit of a close-up for you. I'm going to bring it in so you can really see some of the cells. I just love that part. That part to me is just so beautiful. And it was a complete mistake how I got soft cells over there and such electric cells on this side, but it ended up being such a cool effect. The more I look at it, the more I really, really, really love it. All right, thank you all again.